Namo Narayan. What do you think? Is money just a need? Or is it the real driver of your destiny? I'm saying this because most people keep chasing money, but they don't understand what real wealth actually means. And what do the scriptures says? They say that money is only a tool, an equipment, and it brings peace, respect only when you use it with discipline, the right thinking, and responsibility. Otherwise, money is here today and gone tomorrow. In today's world, we often get confused. We start thinking that money and happiness are the same thing, and we believe that the more money we have it, the more happiness we will get. But this mindset is often becomes the real reason behind stress and tension. And I know that money is a basic necessity for all of us. And because without it, you can't even drink a drop of water. But no matter how much money we earn, if our mindset is full of greed and anxiety, we will never find peace. And this is exactly what the second house sign from Saturn shows in astrology. So today we will learn which sign can truly change your destiny and how this placement can become a lucky moment for your financial and personal growth, even a jackpot. You just have to open your birth chart and point the second house from wherever Saturn is placed. And that sign will represent and will tell you whether your destiny can ever change or not. So let's begin today's discussion. Now let's listen carefully because if the second house from Saturn has a rise or Scorpio sign, why both? Because here for the both signs the Lord is the same planet, which is your Mars planet. So that is why count second house from Saturn. If there arise or Scorpio is placed, then the fire of Mars and the discipline of Saturn will mix together and give a powerful turning point in your destiny. You naturally have strong courage, but Saturn tells you move after thinking. Take one step with patience. Then your money and your family life demand maturity from you. And sometimes you win by taking quick decisions, and sometimes you lose because of making decisions too fast. But these ups and downs make you strong, self made, and responsible. If we talk about particularly a rise, then your income comes through action and initiatives like sales, reports, entrepreneurship, engineering, machinery, defense system, sports. So these kind of fields will give you your destiny a way, a path to move forward. Now, if we talk about specifically Scorpio, means from second house from your Saturn is your Scorpio placed. Then you shine in deep fields like we have investigation, psychology, finance, technology, occult science, medical surgery, crisis management. So these all are some fields where you will excel a lot. Your real financial growth starts only when you learn to focus your energy. Otherwise, impulsive or emotional decisions bring losses. Your life message is very simple. Give discipline to your fire and then watch how your destiny changes. Now, let's see the precautions that will give you real results in life. Your anger can sometimes become your biggest enemy. So, never make a financial decision in anger or ego. And arguments with family, sudden spending, and actions taken out of rivalry block your money a lot. Now, if the sign is Scorpio, so you have to stay away from secret landing, emotional money matters, trust issues, because his Saturn rewards transparency. And one more thing, whenever there's a delay, tension, or obstacles, understand that Saturn is testing your patience. Just continue hard work and self control because your future becomes rock solid. You can become a self made powerful personality. Just don't let your inner fire go in the wrong direction. When your courage becomes discipline, your story will become an inspiration for others. So you will become the true hero of your own life. Remember these things. Now, if the second house from Saturn has Taurus or Libra, then the purpose of your life is to balance comfort with discipline. Venus gives you beauty, love, peace, relationships, and overall a good lifestyle. But Saturn here tells you life is not only about comfort, commitment is also needed. And your real growth happens when you make small sacrifices today and build a strong foundation tomorrow. If the sign is specifically Taurus, just second house from your Saturn, so you must stick with one skill for the long term, whether it is finance, real estate, food industry, beauty field, hospitality, signing, singing, wherever or where progress is slow but steady, those fields you have to choose. Now, if the sign is specifically Libra, then your success comes from connecting with people like media, law, fashion, public dealing, events, counseling, partnership work, where your words, your smile, and your negotiation skills become your wealth. Now, in early life, delays, pressure, heartbreaks are very common in this case. But Saturn does not break you, it builds you. Your rise comes slowly, but it comes strongly with dignity. Now, let's also talk about the most important point that will protect you in practical life. Here, your biggest power is Venus, and your biggest weakness is also Venus. So, if the sign is Taurus, then comfort zone, laziness, food, luxury expenses, these can block your money. Now, if the sign is Libra, then over trusting someone or something, gifting, emotional decisions, and wrong partnerships create financial imbalance. That is why Saturn teaches only one lesson here. Use discipline, otherwise, comfort will turn into pain. Do not mix relationships and money, otherwise, both respect and finances gets hurt. You naturally have charm and a graceful personality. Just keep patience, organize your emotions, and you will see how your name, money, and decorate your life like a crown. Your destiny is bright, and you only need clean planning and strong self control. Then life itself will give you a stable income, a beautiful lifestyle, and a classy respect. Now, if the second house from Saturn has Gemini or Virgo, then this becomes a mind reset placement in life. Why? Because both these signs are ruled by Mercury, your Mercury planet. And when Mercury is thinking, its communication skills and logic combined with Saturn's discipline, delay, and depth, then your life starts following a unique system. The scriptures also say one who has intelligence has real strength. Without intelligence, strength is nothing. This means your real power is your mind. And Saturn's rule here is very much simple. Your destiny will change only when your thinking, your speaking style, and skills work under discipline. Your mind has thousands of ideas, but focusing on one thing feels difficult. And Saturn turns these scattered ideas into a future changing power. Now, if the sign is Gemini, so the key word is skills, networking, communication, and learning. These are some keywords which are very important for your life. Money comes from your speaking, your writing skills, selling, teaching, data, marketing, media, or the digital world, and also multitasking. In the beginning, there is a confusion like job switching, unstable decisions, but slowly and gradually you discover one master skill that brings lifelong stability. Now, if the sign is Virgo, so the key word is perfection, analysis, service, and precision. Money comes from medical fees, auditing, accounting, research, management, quality checking, and analysis based work. And in the beginning, life will set a self doubt for you. Overthinking will be there, responsibilities will be there, health stress slow you down. But later on, you become a trusted expert whom people listen to with respect. Now, let's talk about the malefic effect. Money factors and practical precautions, which are the most important and heart touching part. In this condition, when Mercury's air element meets the Saturn's seriousness, then the mind becomes heavy, restless, critical, and over analytical. Now, if the sign is Gemini, then losses come from distractions. Over talking, wrong advice, job changing, multitasking overload. These will be constant in your life. Now, if the sign is Virgo again, then losses come from overthinking, fear based decisions, health expenses, and the pressure of perfection. So, money does come. I'm not saying that it will not, but becomes stable only when you take one skill to deep levels. Now, if you're facing financial delays, then understand that Saturn is testing your Mercury, your Moon, and your second Lord. During this time, clarity becomes weak and money gets stuck. Because these 3 points, these factors are deeply connected to each other: Mercury, Moon, and your second Lord. So you must remember two things: do not speak, promise, or commit without thinking. Because with Mercury plus Saturn, one wrong word can create a big damage. And then stop over analysis, because thinking too much makes opportunities slip away. Action is your real wealth. Now, if the second house from Saturn has Cancer sign, then life gives a very beautiful but tough lesson. You must handle both your heart and your money carefully. And here, Cancer is ruled by Moon, your moon planet, which controls our heart, home, motherly feelings, and emotions. And when the moon comes under Saturn's strict eyes, then life teaches that emotions can be our strength and our weakness too. This is why in early life you face challenges, family responsibilities, hurt feelings, emotional decision making, and mood based actions. But this is actually Saturn's gift. You may wonder how, but remember, the first the test you have to pass, then the best you have to move on. Slowly you become emotionally mature and you learn financial discipline too. Your career shines in work where care plus feelings plus service are involved, like nursing, hotel, food industry, real estate, interior work, HR, counseling, caregiving, psychology. Anywhere you need to understand people and their emotions, you shine naturally. Money comes slowly, but it builds a strong foundation, a stable home, respect, and security in life. So, this placement gives you the power to show the world I did not break, I rebuilt myself. Now, let me tell you something extremely important because this changes your destiny. First of all, do not connect money with emotions. When the moon becomes emotional or sad, then your expenses increase. Emotional shopping, emotional landing, giving money out of hurt feelings, all these bring losses. Saturn tries to teach you again and again. Make decisions not from the heart, but the mind plus discipline needs to be there. If there are delays or family pressures, then understand this is not punishment. This is a training period. Just remember two simple rules. Do not take money or job decisions based on mood. Convert your caring energy into practical work, and that will become your true source of income. Now, if the second house from Saturn has Leo, then the main theme of your life becomes create your own identity but with practice and patience. Leo is ruled by Sun, and the Sun says shine, but Saturn says first work then shine. When the Sun or the sign of the Sun comes in the second house from Saturn, then your money, your reputation, and family values all go through a training phase. From childhood itself, you feel that you have more responsibility and less appreciation. But this is exactly what makes you strong. The second house also represents your voice, and that is why people believe what you say. You are a natural leader. People follow your guidance. Government work, administration, business, public speaking, security, politics, media, all these suit you very well. And remember, after the age of 28, Saturn gives you a real rewards, respect, financial strength, and a solid identity. Your name starts becoming recognized slowly. This placement teaches one very simple truth, which is first discipline, then destiny. Now, understand one more thing. The Sun plus Saturn combination can sometimes hurt your ego because you naturally want respect. And when people don't value you, you will feel hurted from inside. But this is Saturn's lesson. Respect is not given automatically, it must be earned. Sometimes, because of prestige, you may spend money just to show status. This brings losses. Family may face ego clashes or unnecessary arguments. Health can show acidity or digestion issues because your fire energy becomes very high. But the solution is very simple. Do not make decisions from the heart. Make them with discipline, especially in money and family matters. Avoid show off expenses and spend with dignity. Now, if the second house from Saturn has Sagittarius or Pisces, then Saturn is silently designing your destiny. Why? Because both signs are ruled by Jupiter, Guru. So, what does Saturn do here? Saturn uplifts your money, family values, and speech through discipline. Sagittarius means learning, traveling, big thinking, and exploration, whereas Pisces means emotions, intuition, service, and a deep understanding. So Saturn says You will get money and respect only when you use knowledge in your life and when you handle your emotions and decisions with maturity. The scriptures also say, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. The one who stays open to learning changes destiny through the right knowledge. Now, if the sign is Sagittarius, then success comes from education, law, finance, consultancy, traveling, and in the beginning, it will be slow, lots of effort, fewer results. But after the age of 30, one big break, one exam, one mentor, or one foreign link becomes the turning point of the life. If the sign is Pisces, then your income comes through spirituality, hospitals, healing, counseling, and creative fields. In the beginning, you give more and receive less. But later, the same service becomes your asset. You get respect, trust, and a deep inner richness. But you must remember one very important thing: Saturn never likes shortcuts. In Sagittarius, problems come when you take big risks due to overconfidence, unplanned investments, legal issues, unnecessary family spendings. Money comes but doesn't stay. In Pisces, problems come from emotional decisions, blind trust, giving money without proof, addictions, over entertainment. Then Saturn blocks the flow of money. So write down these two simple precautions. Shortcut money like gambling, speculation, or share market without knowledge should be a big no for you. Never take the words of your guru, parents, or elders lightly because lies and ego weaken Jupiter power. If you follow clean dealings and honest learning, Saturn slowly gives a filtered, high quality opportunity, which bring real money, real respect, and a stable family life. And then you will say, this was the true yoga that changed my destiny. Listen carefully. If from Saturn your second house has Capricorn or Aquarius, then this placement quietly but strongly changes your destiny. Because Saturn sits here with its own signs. So, discipline, patience, and slow but guaranteed progress are confirmed. Your life becomes successful only when your money is built on responsibility and consistency, not on shortcuts or impulsive decisions. Our scriptures also say your right is only on karma, not on the result. And this is exactly what Saturn brings into your wealth and family. Now, if Capricorn is in the second house from Saturn, then you face tough times first. And after the age of 28 to 32, you start rising steadily. Family responsibilities come early, but slowly financial stability comes too. But if Aquarius is there, then your growth comes through a unique code. New ideas, technology, networking, social causes, or innovation. In the beginning, income is irregular and people don't understand you. But with time, they say you walk slowly, but you walk correctly. Both wealth and respect come, but only after building a strong foundation. And this is what Saturn's guarantee. Now, remember one more thing: Saturn's energy here is Earth plus reality check. So, if you run away from hard work, become lazy, or bring negative thinking like I can't do it, I couldn't do that, then Saturn immediately presses the brake on your financial progress. In Capricorn, loss happens when you make wrong investments, take unnecessary responsibilities, or get exhausted because of overwork. Now, in Aquarius, loss happens when you fall into wrong friend circle, unrealistic ideas, digital distractions, or impulsive actions. But yes, wealth definitely comes, not with speed, but with stability. And if you ever feel delay, understand that Saturn is teaching you your inner maturity so that you become strong for the future. Just write down these two small precautions. Don't carry every burden alone. Keeping boundaries is also important. And stop negative self talk and fear based decisions immediately because Saturn does not like this at all. If you follow structured planning plus patience plus clean efforts, then this placement doesn't give you fast success, but it will give you strong and long term success.